I'm here with Sid Sloane.
Hey,
Sid, yes.
in the house. High five.
High five that. Now, Sid, better known probably for Cbeebies legend.
Thank you for saying so.
Well, I have 5 children.
Okay.
They've all grown up with you.
You know.
Yes.
Yeah, speaks a man with the knowledge.
So you are technically my children's second dad.
Well, you know what? I've actually been told that many times before.
I can imagine. Now, Cbeebies, you've been with them for over 16 years?
Yeah, since the channel launched back in 2002.
So in that time, you've seen stars come and go. Poi.
Yeah.
One of my personal favourites. Poi.
Yeah, definitely.
So other stars that you've worked with, Mr. Tumble?
Mr. Tumble, yes.
Oh, legend in his own right.
Totally.
Obviously doesn't beat you, of course.
Well, I mean, it's not for me to say.
Well, my personal opinion.
Okay.
So you're here today at West Darton Community Hub and you've been doing the world record attempts.
Yes.
Can you tell us a little bit about this?
Well, yes, I was away at another school not far from here.
Okay.
Broad Oak Primary School, where we had loads of children all dressed up in their superheroes
Fantastic.
or watch me fly outfits, which was brilliant. Honestly, you should have seen it. There's some children in one hall. I was in another hall with a bunch of kids and loads of grown-ups. And we all took part in this world record at 10:15 this morning. And I believe the children here were involved with that as well.
They did, yes. I was in charge of warming them up. Yes, we did a little bit of the cha-cha slide and,
nice!
To get them nice and warm and ready for you. And then obviously we watched your official video where you showed the children how to do the moves.
Yes, so we sent the video out a couple of weeks ago and everyone's been practicing and getting prepared. And what I love about the whole event is that all these kids have been dressing up and they've been preparing. And when I was at the school at Broad Oak, and I'm sure it was exactly the same here, all the kids knew exactly how the dance went. They really did spend their time rehearsing and getting ready. And what I said to them at the end, which is what I would say to all the activity centres that I'll be visiting on behalf of the Children's Activities Week, is that they were raising funds for other children.
Yes.
You know, and I just love that. I love kids getting involved, helping out other kids.
Other children, yes, that's fantastic.
And it's kind of nice that they are aware, but they're not really aware. They're just getting involved.
So it's fun, but at the same time, somebody benefits from it as well. Now, obviously, you're in association with the Children's Association doing this, and we've got the Creation Station here today.
Yes.
And you've been visiting those guys, doing a bit of painting and Play-Doh.
Yes, Children's Activities Association, who have got all of these activity centres involved as part of Children's Activities Week. And I have to say, sponsored by Morton Michelle, a brilliant company, who are very much about children. And that's what I love. Everyone that's come together for Caldwell Children charity has all been about children and their relationship in some way, shape or form, either on a high professional level or just on a fun level, to help raise funds for these kids. But I was in there doing what the kids do. This is the thing for me. I'm going to be travelling around the country, getting involved in some of these activity centres with the kids. And for me, it is about the kids, you know, always. So I like to get in and get involved.
Get messy.
And today we did that, got a bit messy. The kids sang their welcoming song to me, which was really lovely. Brilliant. And then we got the paint out and got out the paper, and everyone got messy. And I got involved in making the rainbow with the kids, which is lovely.
It's absolutely fantastic. Now, again, we mentioned the sponsors earlier. We had the Morton Michelle Bears here.
Yes.
That's right,
There's some big bears.
There are some big bears.
You've worked with some characters in your time, but that is a big one.
What? Not as big as these, or as lovely, or as cuddly. You know?
Fantastic.
They're the best. I love bears.
Now, obviously, you've come today and we've got Bumblebees, your Superman.
Yeah.
So it's all just about the fancy dress, having fun, and again, being aware and making awareness for this fantastic charity that we're associated. I mean, it is absolutely fantastic. Now, you've come here to West Darton Community Hub to obviously take part in this event. You've got other sites now that you need to go and visit and other people.
Yes.
Yep.
Whereabouts are we off to next?
Now, after this one, where am I going to? Rhythm Time?
We're going to Rhythm Time and we're going to Kids Lingo.
Yes.
We're going to be doing some rounders. We're going to be doing some languages. So it's really exciting. I mean, there's 150,000 children this week getting involved in Children's Activities Week, which is the most exciting news, I think. So many people are behind it, and we just can't wait till Friday when we can shout about how many kids were part of the world record, and how the national excitement around this week has been phenomenal.
Well, this is it, because at the end of the day as well, yes, it's fantastic, children getting involved, getting active, raising money for fantastic, but it is, again, a world record attempt. something that all these children that are involved can then put their name to.
Yes, exactly.
Absolutely, which is really, really special. And the other thing is that we want to tell parents and celebrate the amazing activities that are happening all over the country, the amazing teachers, coaches, class leaders, volunteers that run these activities for kids. Definitely. We all know how important it is to get kids off their iPads, off their screens, up and about, getting in the fresh air. And we're both, Sid and myself, are very passionate about that.
Yes.
And that's actually what the Children's Activities Association is all about, but as well as raising standards.
Yes.
So parents now just have to look for the Children's Activities Association logo to know that provider has been checked, they've been verified, they're qualified, they're insured.
They're all safe and good to use.
They're all safe. So as a parent, now you don't have to ask all the questions. You just have to look for the logo.
Just look for the logo.
Exactly.
Which is absolutely fantastic.
That quality assured standard, as you know, I mean, 5 kids. You know if you see that, even if you're not looking for it, you just know that if you see that, you're in the right place.
Yes.
Exactly.
And I, as a parent raising a child, you know, I've been to some funny looking places before.
I can
not
imagine.
Quite sure where I've gone to, and sort of thinking to myself, okay, I don't know how they've worked out the rules and regulations for this particular building, but it doesn't seem to be, you know. So it's nice to have that assurity.
Yeah. No, it is fantastic. And again, like I say, because at the end of the day, all we want is the children to be safe.
Yeah.
I mean, we're in a world now where it doesn't matter what you're doing.
Yeah.
There are issues, but if we can just give that little bit of reassurance, and then people can come, they can be safe, they can do the paintings, or they can play rounders, or even music lessons, all these different things. But again, it is getting the children out of that mentality of the iPads, the technology. It's something that seems to have taken over the world.
Yeah, I mean, it's just that thing about raising standards, you know, because that's the thing. It's like making sure that when you see that quality assurance mark, that you know it's standards that are being kept high, not just kind of any old things going on here.
Yes.
There's a particular standard people have to go through to make sure that they get that mark, and it is a quality assurance of the standard of entertainment or the way that they're looking after kids is involved with, you know. So it's just having that recognition, and for me it's about wanting the best for my kids, you know, and wanting the best for all kids, you know, because that's what I'm about, you know. It's like I believe that the opportunities for all children should be the same no matter where they come from in life.
What backgrounds, it is. Exactly. And you do see the divide, don't you, the children that come from families that aren't as well off as some of the other children. It is good to be able to say, yes, let's get them all together, let's treat them all the same, let's let them all have the same type of standards that each other's getting, so it's good to see. Now, that's the world record attempt spoken about. What's in the future?
Oh, so much. I'm doing quite a lot at the moment. Sort of Cbeebified myself.
Cbeebified,
Although I'll never get away from that second. Why should I? Because I love it, and I'm still on the channel now with Let's Play. You know, we've been talking about dressing up today, and of course Let's Play is all about a dressing up adventure. So it's been great to see the costumes out there. But I've got a theatre company. That's one of the main things that I've been doing is out touring with live shows. So I do events with Rebecca from Let's Play, and I do my own theatre shows. And I've just started going into motivational speaking and workshops.
Brilliant.
So I've got a company called Root for Kids Talks. And I go in and help motivate kids from year 5 and 6, so primary, right up to college. And of course, they all know who Sid is.
Yes.
So for them, it's great to have those positive messages being delivered to them by someone that they're familiar with, who also has a story about what it was like being their age and how it wasn't always that easy. And you know, they just think someone on TV is. They've got it made, they've got everything right. But no, you know, life was difficult for me at one point. And I had my own troubles and tribulations, you know what I mean? And so it's nice to be able to come in and go, you can get through anything you want to in life if you focus and you stay concentrated, if you eat well and you exercise and you make sure that you put in your best effort, you will start to get results. And actually, there's a model of behaviour that you can practice which helps you to do that. So it's all about that for me, about carrying the right message for children. And there's another organisation that I'm involved with setting up called Healthy Little Steps, which is all about teaching the science of healthy eating and exercise. And that's particularly aimed at primary school age kids. So there's going to be more coming from that side of me as well.
Fantastic. So definitely look forward to seeing that. Now, TV career of over 60, you must have met some legends in your time. If you had to be put on the spot right now, who is the guy or female that you looked to and said, wow, it's you?
Daley Thompson.
Daley Thompson.
With a very close John Barnes.
Right.
The second, coming in second.
Okay.
And it's just because Daley Thompson, because I'm a few years older than the kids I entertain. And when I was a youngster, there weren't very many icons who you could look up to from a similar race, shall we say. Okay. So when I was a youngster, Daley Thompson, who was world and Olympic decathlon, was the man, you know. He was the man. And he put the fear into everyone, all of his competitors, because he trained so hard and he was so good.
Focused.
And he was real, exactly. It was all of those things that I look to be for kids now. So there was one time I was going to run the marathon for children's charity Bernardo's. And Daley was involved with the training. Okay. So we got together at running track in Battersea in London, and we all had this day set up to go and meet Daley and do some training with him. It was all a bit of a publicity event, but he was actually doing some of the training for us. So anyway, they said, like, it's going to be on this date. So I was looking forward to the date. I was like, yeah, cool, Daley Thompson, nice one. You know, really excited. And then sort of the day went away, and the dates rather went away from my head. And then as we drew towards it, I was like saying to some friends, I'm going to meet Daley Thompson.
Yes.
And then I woke up in the morning and I went, oh my goodness, I'm actually going to meet Daley Thompson.
Today's the day.
Like, Daley Thompson, that man, that legend, that iconic figure who I always thought was just everything I wanted to be. Yeah. Represented in that one human being. I'm going to meet him.
Today's the day.
I felt like a kid, honestly. I felt like the biggest kid ever. And I skipped down the road all the way to this place. And I arrived, I was a little bit late actually. Floella Benjamin, who's someone from children's television, she was there waiting with the Bernardo's VIPs and stuff, and she was looking at her watch, being very mumsy. Anyway, so I walked in and they said hello, and the host that was looking after me said, come and I'll introduce you to Daley. I said, oh, that's all right, I'll just go over and introduce myself. Yeah, that's all cool. You don't have to make a big deal out of it, you know. So I went over, I said, hello, Daley. I said, you don't have to tell me who you are. You are a legend in our house. I was like, oh no, this is not.
Have I done it?
The legend is calling me a legend of his house. Honestly, that was it. Made up. Better than meeting the Queen.
Brilliant.
And just slightly better than meeting John Barnes.
Just slightly better.
Yeah, but I've met some great people. Noddy Holder. He was great.
Holder, yeah. He comes our race every Christmas. Yeah. Well, on the radio anyway.
So I've met some real cool people.
Fantastic.
But that was probably my best one.
Yeah, well, brilliant. Sid, it's been an absolute pleasure talking to you, and thank you very much for taking your time out to have a chat with us. We wish you all the best in the future, and continue your fantastic work.
Cheers, mate. The pleasure was all mine.
And from my children, thank you very much.
You're welcome. Just leave the money on the side there.
No worries. Thank
Cheers,
you.
mate.
Cheers, mate.